Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Hello. Welcome to Liverpool, for those of you that haven't been in the city before, and welcome, of course, to its wonderful Philharmonic Hall. It's great to see so many of you here this morning, and we hope we're in for a terrific ceremony. Before we do start the ceremony, which will be in just a little under 10 minutes or so, if you could just bear with me while I make a few announcements and explain a little bit about how the ceremony is going to work this morning. Firstly, we of course don't have a fire drill planned, so if you do hear fire alarms going off, then unfortunately it is a case of making your way out via the nearest exits. You will see those exits illuminated all around the auditorium, but of course stewards will be on hand to take you to the nearest one and outside to the muster point. Now, the ceremony itself. Firstly, I'm just looking at the graduands sat in front of me, and of course behind me here on the stage, looking fantastic. And guys, you might be wondering what you need to do when you get up here. Hopefully it's quite straightforward. When you are brought to the stage here and your name is read out, you will walk across the stage, of course. But instead of shaking the hand of the Chancellor, who is presiding this morning, you will instead be asked to doff your cap to her. Okay? Now, I'm not sure when the last time was that you doffed your cap to anyone. It's not something that I tend to do regularly, but it is quite straightforward, so it's nothing too elaborate. I don't need anyone to take their cap off and sort of twirl it around and do any bowing or anything. You're very welcome to. I'm not going to stop you, but you don't have to. No, all it is that you would touch the peak of your mortarboard and just give a nod in the direction of the Chancellor and then carry on walking. Okay, so I can see some people eager to get it right. So should we all have a practice? Do you want to give me your best doff, guys? And you lot, come on. Very, very good. Very good. Quality doffing all round, I think. Oh, we've got a lively crowd today. Guests, welcome to you, and you all have an equally important part to play in this morning's ceremony, I believe, and that is, of course, to give each and every one of our graduands a round of applause as they cross the stage. Now, we don't just want to hear rounds of applause, frankly. We'd quite like to hear a bit of cheering, some whoops, a bit of hollering. So, should we get warmed up? Do you want to give me your loudest round of applause, please? Very, very good indeed. Thank you. Slight bit of bad news. You are going to have to do that about 467 times. But if you can keep up that energy, then brilliant. We're going to be in for a terrific ceremony. A few final words from me. You will, of course, all wanting to take photos and maybe film part of the ceremony. Of course, you're very welcome to do so. Can I ask, though, especially as we are a full house, if you could try to remain seated. We don't want, of course, to block the views of others. This is always a good opportunity, however, to remind you that the ceremony is being recorded and streamed live on the web. So those not fortunate enough to be with us here in the hall, they can watch it now online from our website, and welcome to those watching online. Also, with regards to bits of the ceremony, we've partnered with a company who called Stage Clip, who are actually going to send each graduate a short clip of the moment that they are admitted to their degrees when they walk across here on the stage. So look out for an email, it'll probably be in the new year, but you will receive a little clip of your moment in the spotlight. So yeah, look out for that. Also, on the subject of free stuff, we all love free stuff. Don't forget, if you are posting any photos online today, tag them, hashtag LiveUniGrad, and then if you want, you'll be able to pick up free printouts of those photos from the Sports Centre when you return later. Also, social media stuff. Apparently, Class of 2023 filter and stickers available on Instagram. I assume you will know what that means. follow the link in our Instagram bio. Sounds fun, sounds great. Go for it. Finally, as I say, we are shortly due to begin. So if you can, please just have a quick check on those mobile devices and make sure they are on silent mode for the duration of the ceremony, especially during the quieter moments and the speeches and so on. That will be really appreciated. Thank you all very, very much indeed. Have a wonderful, wonderful day, and congratulations, everyone.
I declare this congregation for the conferment of degrees open. Good morning, everyone. I am Wendy Beetlestone, the Chancellor of the University of Liverpool. Welcome to the city's iconic Philharmonic Hall, and more importantly, welcome to your graduation ceremony. As I look out over the crowd, to you, your friends and classmates in the well of the building, and your families in the rafters, I can feel the sense of joy. You set out a goal, and you accomplished it. To you, our class of 2023, congratulations for hard-won achievements. Today, we celebrate years of work and dedication, all those countless hours spent with your head in a book and in class that were a central part of your journey. I do have some words of advice to share with you on this important day, but before doing so, I would like to focus some time on those who have helped and supported you in your endeavors and send them a big collective thank you. Thank you to the university's academics, administrators, and support staff. And thank you to those who run the Guild of Undergraduates. All of you and the folks who work alongside you form the strong core of this community. A wave of gratitude is sent out to friends and classmates with whom you studied, lived with, went out dancing with, and with whom you had deep discussions about learning, life, and love. Those with whom you shared ideas, inspiration, and successes, as well as worries and challenges along the way. You will never forget the friends you made here. The memories you made with them will last a lifetime. And of course, kudos goes out to your parents and guardians for a job well done. The guests who join you in this ceremony and others who are not able to make it here today have been your bedrock through university and indeed through life. Their hearts are bursting with pride right now. And I know those same hearts will melt with love when you share with them how you cherish all that they have done for you thus far and will continue to do in the future. University is a life-changing experience. It catapults you from childhood into the adult world. It is not always an easy journey, but you prevailed. What is more, you thrived. You adapted to new ways of being. You chose resilience, determination, and above all, focus. And in the process, you learned how to think critically, to evaluate, and to find solutions to difficult problems. You have achieved so much, and you should be enormously pleased with what you have done. You may not know this, but I too am a graduate of Liverpool University. I read philosophy here, juggling my academic work with deep involvement in the Guild of Undergraduates. I am so glad for the education I received and the opportunities I had at the university, which provided me with a springboard for all that followed. It was my experience at Liverpool that laid the groundwork for my professional life and had a profound impact on my career. Through many mistakes as an undergrad, I learned how to think, how to lead, how to plan out a future. Liverpool did for me exactly what a university should do. It prepared me for life. And that, I know, is what it set out to do for every one of you who graduates today. You might not know exactly what you want to do next in life, or you might still be figuring it out. And that is okay. Some of you will go on to work in jobs that have yet to be dreamed up, in sectors and with technologies yet to be conceived. An exciting thought, for sure. Exciting as it is, however, it is undeniable that we live in a world which reads chaotic. It can feel at times as though the only constant is unpredictability, static and rapid-fire change. But I ask you to consider focusing not on the chaos, but on cultivating internal calm and integrity. To me, a life underpinned by integrity is value-driven. It is about doing the right thing, even when no one is watching. About following a moral compass, even when gain would tempt you to take a wrong turn. Integrity, like internal calm, is not about being immune to the storms of life, but rather finding solace within them. Both concepts are about being self-aware, about cultivating fortitude, maintaining emotional balance, so that you can not only weather any squalls, but embrace the challenges and opportunities that lie within them. For it is through diversity that character is forged, and it is during the most turbulent times that we discover our truest selves. In short, I urge you to keep your mind as calm as still water as the currents rage around you. Today, you become graduates of our Faculty of Health and Life Sciences, which has a phenomenal reputation for teaching and research excellence. Researchers from the faculty embarked on a number of major studies and collaborations this year, including a clinical trial for a new Zika vaccine and a groundbreaking mental health research center, which will create a world-first learning system where treatments improve the more they are used, studied, and refined. 2023 also saw the faculty celebrate some firsts, including the launch of UK's first magnetic particle image scanner and the opening of first large-scale birth cohort study in the Liverpool city region, which will track 10,000 firstborn babies and their families from early in pregnancy through childhood and beyond. You are now, and forever, part of the University of Liverpool family. As your career progresses, we very much hope that you will choose to remain in touch with the university, like so many of our alumni do, and like I did after graduating. You may do so by using the university's resources to access job opportunities, career resources, and graduate schemes and programs. But you can also do so by participating in our alumni network. Our alumni family is made up of talented people from all over the world, 171 countries at last count. Graduates who have achieved great things, who have made new discoveries and pushed boundaries. People who have gone on to change the world. You are the university's greatest ambassadors. And through your achievements, you will become role models and a source of inspiration for the next generation of graduates. I know that each of you are ready. You are prepared by the education received here at Liverpool to take on the world and shape it into something greater. Embrace the truth of that statement. Be proud of this fact. Believe in yourself. Have faith in your abilities. You will need all the confidence, all the resilience, the determination, the hard work, and talent that you can muster to make the life you choose. But if you approach all you do with the same passion, enthusiasm, energy, and commitment that you bring to today and that you brought to earning your degree at the University of Liverpool, I have every reason to believe that life for you will be sweet. Thank you. I now invite Professor Paul Lund, Dean of the School of Veterinary Science, to present graduates from the Institute of Infection, Veterinary and Ecological Sciences for admission to their degrees.
Chancellor, today a class of veterinary students numbers some 200. About 80% of them are women. In 1960, the number was 36, and 6 of them were women. One of those students, Angela Davidson, still waits for her degree, and today she will get it. She met her husband in that class and became pregnant with their first child when she was in the 4th year. We were unable to support her at that time, and she left the program. She enjoyed a happy family life and a very successful professional life. But Angela Davidson today will get that bachelor's degree. That is her right. Chancellor, in the name of the Senate and the Faculty of Health and Life Sciences, I present to you for admission to the degree of Doctor in Philosophy in this university, Salem Rashed Al-Dosari. Susanna Lant. Youngming Lee. Geneva Bethan Morgan. Nicola Ondrik Andrianska. Umasalma Aliyu Saulawa. And Rebecca Jane Shaw. Chancellor, in the name of the Senate and the Faculty of Health and Life Sciences, I present to you for admission to the degree of Master of Science in this university, Veterinary Physiotherapy, Alicia Elaine Ball. Ida Anna Brandberg. Madison Louise Georgiades. Alice Hodgson. Sarah Abigail Chandra Prasad. And Sian Amy Tilston. Chancellor, I now present to you the following who have been awarded a postgraduate diploma in this university. In veterinary physiotherapy, Marissa Claire Depries. Bethany Hilton Cox. Charlotte Rebecca Hobbs. Garangi Rajan Kanad. Hannah Louise Lawrence. Bethany Claire Laycock. Shivani Sunil Main. Elizabeth Sterling. and Emily Louise Toll. Chancellor, I now present to you the following who have been awarded a postgraduate certificate in this university, Veterinary Professional Studies. Susanna Benir de Couva. Amanda Yvonne Ford. Catherine Geraldo Pino. Stephanie Neild. Jack O'Connor. And Louise Ellen Scarrow. Chancellor, in the name of the Senate and the Faculty of Health and Life Sciences, I present to you for admission to the degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours in this university, Animal Science, Angela Davidson. And Veterinary Conservation Medicine Intercalated, Fiona Mary Grant. Chancellor, in the name of the Senate and the Faculty of Health and Life Sciences, I present to you for admission to the degree of Bachelor of Veterinary Science in this university, Emily Freya Olivia Alcock. Hayley Louise Coates. Henry William Tamati Finnegan. Jonathan Gollop. Lydia Johnson. Molly Francis King. Kurt Mosford. Luke Howell Parry. Dara Prunty. Amy Nicole Richardson. Ryan Roberts. Jordan Lewis Rolfe. Eleanor Rowland. Charlotte Emily Smith. Eden Steele. And Jade Alicia Whitaker.
I now invite Professor Hazel Scott, Dean of the School of Medicine, to present graduates from the Institute of Life Course and Medical Science for admission to their degrees.
Good morning, graduates, and a very good morning to those who are here to celebrate with you today. It's a great pleasure to be able to offer my personal congratulations on the achievement of your postgraduate degrees and to share with you the best wishes from all the staff across the Institute for a wonderful day today and for much joy in the career to come that your degrees will enhance. Chancellor, in the name of the Senate and the Faculty of Health and Life Sciences, I present to you for admission to the degree of Doctor in Philosophy in this university, Tariq Al-Bahawi. Gulam Altab. Roberto Alejandra Avalar. Emine Kubra Elbili. Joshua Thomas Bridge. Marcela Cardenas Serna. Tista Day. Xiaochen Fan. Shun Li. Katie Mary Lightley. Xu Tiang Lo. And Leona Alexandra Ritchie. Chancellor, in the name of the Senate and the Faculty of Health and Life Sciences, I present to you for admission to the degree of Doctor of Dental Science in this university, Hans Anthoff. Chancellor, in the name of the Senate and the Faculty of Health and Life Sciences, I present to you for admission to the degree of Master of Research in this university, Clinical Sciences, Zara Ashraf. Louis James Violetti. Charlotte Poppy Chesters-Thompson. Minna Deef. Michael Barry Downs. Glenn Harley Francis Palath. Anjum Arifa Cannon. Megan Kate Lamond. George William McCarran. Leila Mitchell. Avni Patel. Matthew James Fergus Rabet. Matthew Robinson. And Katie Stone. Chancellor, in the name of the Senate and the Faculty of Health and Life Sciences, I present to you for admission to the degree of Master of Science in this university, Acute, Critical and Emergency Medicine, Katie Aldred. Jasper Bambury. Maya Clark. Abdulaziz Ola Oluwa Doherty. Solomon Miles Donnelly. Gabriella Fields. Elizabeth MacLeod. William Matheson. Joby Abraham Matthew. Liberty Caroline Maxwell. Matthew John McLafferty. Ain Phoebe Panessa. Benjamin Mackenzie Picker. Rahul Soni. Eva Tavali. Isabella Rose Ann Walker. Global Healthcare Ethics, Dival Ramdev Odedra. Chinwe Esther Onyalimba. Global Healthcare Ethics Intercalated, Hannah Kingston. Organ Transplantation, Panoria Papadopoulou. Palliative and End-of-Life Care, Anshruta Beswas. And Komal Singh. Ankita Aran Patil. Chancellor, in the name of the Senate and the Faculty of Health and Life Sciences, I present to you for admission to the degrees of Bachelor of Medicine and Bachelor of Surgery in this university, Benedict William Dawson Chateau. Chancellor, in the name of the Senate and the Faculty of Health and Life Sciences, I present to you for admission to the degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours in this university, Dental Therapy, Molly Bree. Elizabeth Ann Foxcroft. Victoria Kervin. Rhiannon Morton. Penny Wills. Health Sciences, Sarish Salim. And Kankanit Tangchalermko. Chancellor, in the name of the Senate and the Faculty of Health and Life Sciences, I present to you for admission to the degrees of Bachelor of Medicine and Bachelor of Surgery in this university, Thomas Bednarski. Chancellor, in the name of the Senate and the Faculty of Health and Life Sciences, I present to you for admission to the degree of Bachelor of Dental Surgery in this university, Abby Lister.
I now invite Professor Louise Kenny, Executive Pro-Vice Chancellor of the Faculty of Health and Life Sciences, to present the Honorary Graduand, Professor Dame Janet Beer, for admission to her degree.
Chancellor, today we honour our immediate past Vice-Chancellor, Professor Dame Janet Beer, the first woman appointed to this role in the 142-year history of our university. Janet's career has been marked by a series of firsts. A West Country girl born in Bath and a first-in-family university undergraduate, Janet's life was transformed by education, a fact that she has never forgotten, and one which has inspired her leadership, shaped the strategy of many of the institutes she subsequently led, and directly and indirectly improved the life chances of countless of thousands of students over the course of her career. Janet read English at the University of Reading, and following graduation, she embarked on a master's followed by a PhD in American literature at the University of Warwick. During her time in Warwick, Janet was awarded a Yale University Fellowship and spent a very influential year in the States, cementing a lifelong academic interest in late 19th and early 20th century American literature and culture, especially the works of Edith Wharton. However, on return to the UK in the early 1980s, British academia was in a parlous state, and academic posts, particularly in the humanities, were vanishingly rare. So Janet took a job working as an education officer for the Inner London Education Authority. The 6 years Janet spent working for ILIA were instrumental in fueling a passion for access to education, as well as honing skills in management. This experience was later invaluable when in 1989, Janet returned to academia as a lecturer in English at the then Roehampton Institute, now university. A meteoric rise through academic leadership quickly followed. She became a senior lecturer, principal, then head of department, before moving north to Manchester Metropolitan as head of English. Janet's obvious talent for leadership led to rapid promotion to Pro-Vice-Chancellor, and then within a few years, the inevitable appointment to her first Vice-Chancellor's role at Oxford Brookes, all before her 50th birthday. This trajectory is truly remarkable, but when one considers that in the margins of her busy day jobs, Janet also raised her two beloved children, Tom and Helena, authored 4 books, edited countless more, as well as serving as a non-executive and board member for a number of national bodies and a governor for a series of schools, one begins to understand the extent of Janet's passion, energy, and commitment. Long before her appointment to Liverpool, Janet was known nationally and internationally for her leadership in promoting and improving equality, diversity, and inclusion in the higher education sector and beyond. During her time as chair of the Equality Challenge Unit, she significantly raised the profile of the equality and diversity challenges in the sector and championed the adoption of the Athena Swan and other charters in support of university staff across the country. This commitment has had a profoundly positive and far-reaching effect on the University of Liverpool. Over the 8 years of Janet's tenure, the proportion of female professors almost trebled, increasing from 12 to 33%. When Janet was appointed as the first female Vice-Chancellor to our university in 2015, she was just one of 3 female Vice-Chancellors in the Russell Group. In recognition of this, Janet has used her platform to particularly support and encourage women in leadership positions, here in Liverpool and throughout the sector. Janet's premise is simple. She believes that the function of leadership is to produce more leaders, not more followers. Following the appointment of Professor Hazel Scott, Liverpool's first female Dean of Medicine in 2017, and my own appointment later that year, the University of Liverpool was the first and remains the only Russell Group university to simultaneously have had a female Vice-Chancellor, Pro-Vice-Chancellor, and Dean of Medicine. In 2017, just 2 years after Janet's arrival, there was another first. The University of Liverpool was awarded its first Athena Swan Gold Award in recognition of our work to promote gender equality. And in Janet's final year, she oversaw the election of our university's first female Chancellor, Professor Wendy Beetlestone, who is presiding here today. Janet is always the first to remind colleagues, however, that equality, diversity, and inclusion is about so much more than gender. It is multidimensional and intersectional, and so it is probably no coincidence that during Janet's tenure, the senior leadership team contained a higher proportion of academics who were first in family to attend university than any other Russell Group. Janet's commitment to widening participation at every level of our university transformed us for the better and made us more like the community we serve. Janet's belief in the transformational power of education and the institutes that provide it has also profoundly enriched our city. Before Janet's appointment, the University of Liverpool's connection with our city had become somewhat tenuous, and our civic mission was an afterthought in the university's strategy. Janet immediately understood, however, the potential of our university as an anchor institution to help revitalise the fortunes of this region. On her appointment, Janet and her husband David became full-time Toxteth residents. Janet spent evenings and weekends attending civic functions, developing relationships with local MPs, councillors, and other civic leaders, always using these opportunities to raise the profile of the university. Over the last 8 years, working in partnership with the City Council and the City Region, the university has once again become an engine of innovation, and a key player in the economic and cultural revival of our city region. This has and will continue to have many profoundly positive effects for both town and gown for years to come. We only need to reflect on the role that the university played during the pandemic to appreciate the magnitude of Janet's strategy. From the mass testing programme of November 2020, which provided the blueprint for routine antigen testing nationally and indeed internationally, and which we now know reduced hospital admissions locally by a staggering 25% and prevented tens of millions of pounds of loss from the visitor economy, through to the unique citywide partnership underpinning the Pandemic Institute, helping us prepare for the next pandemic, all made possible because Janet reimagined the meaning of a civic university. I will close with a personal reflection. Janet grew to love Liverpool from the moment she arrived. She embraced the independence, resilience, irreverence, and generosity that defines our city. She even developed a tolerance for football. Despite being a West Country girl, Janet's affinity and affection for Liverpool and its people is genuine and deep-rooted. I am reminded of another adopted Liverpudlian, the late, great Bill Shankly, who famously said, "I may not be from Liverpool, but I was made for Liverpool, and Liverpool was made for me." Janet, like Shankly, was indeed made for Liverpool, and she made Liverpool immeasurably better during her time here. Chancellor, in the name of the Council and the Senate of this university, I present to you for admission to the degree of Doctors of Letters, honoris causa, in this university, Professor Dame Janet Beer.
By virtue of the authority invested in me, it gives me the greatest pleasure to admit you to the degree of Doctor of Laws, honoris causa in this university. Please address the congregation.
Thank you. So, good morning, and please allow me to add my congratulations to you all on your wonderful achievements. When I say what the topic of my speech is going to be, you might be forgiven for thinking that one of us has arrived in the wrong ceremony. Because today I want to talk to you about listening to and telling stories. This is not an activity limited to those who are in other, perhaps more obviously creative disciplines. Storytelling is for everyone, and actually especially for you. No matter which health or life science you're graduating from today, you will need to hear and create stories, whether they're case histories, life stories, pet stories, research stories of success or failure, or just the story of your day or of yours and your colleagues' achievements over the previous few months. And I would argue that it's helpful to be very conscious of when you are telling stories, because then that facility can become a part of your toolkit, a part of your professional and personal life. It has certainly been a central part of mine. I recently listened to a podcast that's a two-hander between a local lad, Paul McCartney, and the poet, Paul Muldoon, where they discuss the composition of Penny Lane. McCartney talks about how listening to radio drama as a child, lying on the sitting room floor whilst his mother did the ironing, made him a storyteller, made the story as important as the music in his songs. He remembered the surreal quality of some of the dramas they listened to, like Dylan Thomas's Under Milk Wood. And it isn't hard to see how that linguistically and metaphorically eccentric drama fed into the songwriting of both Paul McCartney and John Lennon. You won't need to think for long to come up with You won't need to think for long to come up with any number of bizarrely framed and expressed stories within Beatles songs. As a Liverpool student, you have lived or frequently visited a city that is full of stories and storytellers, and the Beatles are obviously a huge part of the fabric of this place. It gave me daily pleasure to see that there is a barber's shop in Penny Lane and that there is a roundabout where nurses might still sit, because it made me feel connected. It also in some strange way reinforced my sense that my 7 years and 11 months in the role of Vice-Chancellor of this great university permitted me to be a part of the Liverpool story. Stories give us connections to others, to our past, and more importantly, for today's purposes, to our future. You will all have a story in mind for how things are going to go for you following your graduation. You may even have embarked upon the next chapter of your life, as the cliché goes. I was once told, and I see no reason to disagree with it, that there are only two plots. One is a stranger comes to town, and the other is a journey. You can place yourself in either of these two narratives very easily. And because I know that I wrote a journey, in inverted commas, even if you don't, that I've avoided using that most overused of words to describe your life and education so far. However, the stories that you hear from others are going to be more important every day than the story of self that you're still busy writing. No matter which professional or personal direction your life takes, you must listen to stories. You must hear people when they try to tell you things that have shaped their lives and that are explicably or inexplicably happening to them. It's also your job to make the borders between different kinds of stories permeable. Scientific discoveries need to be translated into stories comprehensible to all audiences. Insights from arts and social sciences need to be fed back into scientific discourse. Episodes of failure, as well as success, need to be a part of our armory as storytellers when we try to move on to the next piece of work. But there's one further step in the process of listening to and telling stories, and that's the power to change other people's destinies by applying the learning that you've gained from success and failure in your own lives. This is the power of intervention. Learn from your experience and help people to do as well, or at least less badly, than you did in situations that repeat themselves. Intervene. In order for your storytelling to move from power to superpower, you need to regularly change the course of someone else's story. A young doctor earlier this year listened to me very carefully and remembered my story while she and her team carried out a series of tests. The longest appointment that I had was the first. It was an hour spent by her only listening. The final test, which she put in place, despite the evidence suggesting that there was no need for it, as a consultant now treating me said, saved my life. And she arranged it because she had listened and knew that there had to be a way to find a different ending. Don't waste your superpower. It will change and perhaps save lives. Thank you.
Thank you, Dame Janet Beer, for being such an important part of my story and as Vice-Chancellor of the story of everyone in this room. I now invite Dr. Rebecca Rylance-Graham, Dean of the School of Health Sciences, to present graduates from the Institute of Population Health for admission to their degrees.
Graduands, on behalf of the School of Health Sciences, I offer you my sincere congratulations. Be proud of your achievements, which we recognise today, along with your invited guests. Enjoy your celebrations. Chancellor, in the name of the Senate and the Faculty of Health and Life Sciences, I present to you for admission to the degree of Doctor in Philosophy in this university, Lewis Ball. Devara Lee Bennett. Binu Gupta. Caroline Ann Hands. Anna Louise Head. Harriet Elizabeth Bacon. Hayley Margaret Rhodes. Lucas Thomas Stout. Jasmine Grace Warren. Amy Christina Wood. And Benjamin Zaza. Chancellor, in the name of the Senate and the Faculty of Health and Life Sciences, I present to you for admission to the degree of Doctor of Clinical Psychology in this university, Amy Louise Calderbank. Bethany Camp. Claire Cartwright. Kate Cotton. Jane Ellis. Hannah Gregory. Lauren Amy Haythornthwaite. Misbah Hussain. Hannah Ludwig. Trixie Mottishead. Callum Murray. Emily Jane Pearson. Ruth Catherine Tanti. Hannah Thornhill. Rachel Wilson. And Eloise Winter. Chancellor, in the name of the Senate and the Faculty of Health and Life Sciences, I present to you for the admission to the degree of Master of Public Health in this university, Mary Christina Cronin. Gethin Peter Hopkin. Maximilian Limburg. Basil Alexander MacDonald. James Kevin Bernard Moran. David O'Hagan. Sean Erin Owen. Laura Rachel Ann Parker. Jessica Amy Smith. Giselle Spencer. And Rachel Emmeline Westwood. Chancellor, in the name of the Senate and the Faculty of Health and Life Sciences, I present to you for the admission to the degree of Master of Science in this university, Health Data Science, Jamie Clark. Megna Day. Temitope Peter Erinfilami. Holly Hughes. Sajatha Redikara. Saima Kanam. Oluwanfan Mileo Tosin Ogundeko Olumgabami. Vishna Pradeep. Sabanam Babu. Shandi Sarkar. Dilip Matthew Thomas. Amy Jane Wilcock. High Risk Operations and Governance, Daniel Stephen Kenneth Walker. Yestin Lloyd Williams. Ian Wollstonecroft. Investigative and Forensic Psychology, Matilde Amadei. Jessica Baker. Benedetta Catapan. Louisa Catherine Clark. Eve Natalia Edwards. Danielle Henry. Megan Victoria Holgate. Ella Keeble. Vartika Kandelwal. Sarah Charling Klingberg. Sahara Indra Kula. Georgia Mella. Prinal Rajesh Patini. Ima Duarte da Silva Parisa. Jasmine Zara Fizi. Sanjana Pila. Bethany J. Roper. Gabrielle Lisa Stewart. Connie Isabella Williams. Nursing, Samaya Afrin. Bashaya Mead D. Aluru Wali. Ara Awan Al-Shamrani. Minu Day. Kimberly Natalia Lee. Esther Adibakola Owolabi. C. Yingfei Zhao. Psychology, Hanim Idris Jonah. Psychology Conversion, Bagshori Shatia Hekre. Lucy Bridson. Bhagavi Devendra. Kushbu Devani. Ruth Drury. Roberto Genko. Rita Gentlycore. Olivia Valerie Griffiths. Julia Rose Harrison. Morejoy Awintina Mabang. Christopher Bryce Melton. Sayania Jasmine Nayar Singh. Sophie Pendered. Janice Rodriguez. Polly Elizabeth Shaw. Annie Rose Sibby. Thomas James Stockton. Cameron James Strasberg. Jai Zhu. Radiotherapy, Borislava Carrick. Andrew Corns. Rebecca Lucy Higgins. Sinead Ellery Jones. Eleanor McDowell. Louise Marie Reeves. Abigail Christina Trott. Chloe Wells. Research Methods in Psychology, Georgia Andriana Anastasia. Olivia Francis Brown. Lee Cunningham. Allegra Hurst. And Zoe Knapp. Chancellor, I now present to you the following who have been awarded a postgraduate certificate in this university, critical care. Rinku Anthony. Emily Cadman. Nathaniel Mariano Cano. Ria Grace Drew. Catherine Rebecca Eaton. Sophie Fay. Laura Elizabeth Harmon. Unip Horam. Dinah Isaac. Asher John. Naiji John. Aswathi Kalachanth Aparambil Joseph. Christine Lozada. Tendi Macharizi. Maria Ara Carlotta Mahaya. Julia McAvoy. Sogi Paul. Lindsay Sebastian. Seisha Sivadis. Philippa Terry. Joby Thomas. Grace April Tinian. Sherin Varghese. Kaylee Louise Walker. Emma Jane Waring. Ian Waring. Chloe Warren. Anna Williams. And Hannah Jane Wood. Chancellor, in the name of the Senate and the Faculty of Health and Life Sciences, I present to you for the admission to the degree of Bachelor of Nursing with Honours in this university, Maya Sophia Balestrini. Caitlin Maria Bell. Sarah Ann Bonas. Tilly Brown. Agnieszka Helena Bula. Kerry Ann Cook. Rosemary Cull. Sarah Donaldson. Siobhan Doyle. Nicholas Felida Lintas. Olivia Jane Fazakli Waring. Lauren Hannah Forlow. Ruth Gologly. Maureen Goddard. Suzanne Gornall. Mia Hagan. Louise Hayden Hughes. Eleanor Jane Hayden. Maeve Hendren. Catherine Francis Horton. Chloe Jevons. Abigail Marie Jordan. Elizabeth Mary Ann Keelan. Emily Ann Kench. Zoe Louise Lakeland. Jessica Elizabeth Leeberry. Sarah Liggett. Sophie Rose Lockwood. Lauren Logan. Ambika Maya Marnie. Ella Marsh Collins. Benjamin Roy Marshall. Rachel McNally. Ethan Alexander Miles. Holly Moran. Danielle Nethery. Jessica Osborne. Adoris Laura Palmer Jones. Neve Mary Patton. Lucy Pepper. Cloda Poots. Paige Scaife. Olivia Schilling. Ellie Jane Shingles. Kira Louise Tan. Eleanor Jane Taylor. Amy Ward. And Alice Webb. Elizabeth Alexandra Worley. Chancellor. Oh. Very keen. We like them keen. Chancellor, in the name of the Senate and the Faculty of Health and Life Sciences, I present to you for admission to the degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours in this university, Diagnostic Radiography, Salwa Muhana Amir Al-Uwasai. Ellen Francis Jones. Alina Khan. Siobhan Langrial. Amy Pearce. Lee Derek Wright. Occupational Therapy. Abir Adil Karmis Al-Rajaibi. Laura Jane Baker. Kate Dunlop. Lucy Lennon. Jane McGovern. Amy O'Reilly. Rachel Robson. Sophia Jane Isabel Sloan. Orthoptics, Isra Abid. Merv Idemir. Grace Heron. Samaya Khan. Nimra Shahid. Hasini Sinaya. Physiotherapy, Adam Clutterbuck. Long Donald Lee. Psychology, William Boardman Ainsworth. Sophie Ellen Buck. Hesham Ibrahim. Virginia Kate Matthieson. Maisie K. Moss. Victoria Ann Norfolk. Eliza Mary Pye. Therapeutic Radiography and Oncology, Wesley Bruce. And George Stevenson Idden.
I now invite Professor Susan Volkel, Dean of the School of Life Sciences, to present graduates from the Institute of Systems, Molecular and Integrative Biology for admission to their degrees.
Can I just add my congratulations to all of you on your achievements. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I wish you all the success and happiness in the future. Chancellor, in the name of the Senate and the Faculty of Health and Life Sciences, I present to you for admission to the degree of Doctor in Philosophy in this university, Abdul Rahman Ahmed G. Al-Jabri, Sultan Naif Al-Juraisi, Tahira Wahid Al-Nasfan, Hind Awaid D. Al-Utaibi, Azara Abdullah Abdul Muzin Al-Zayib, Jennifer Atrobus, Tobias Matthew Bonday, Emma Louise Cartledge, Michael Jordan Claxton, Rachel Elizabeth Clifford, Luisa Cristina de la Almeida Moraes Silva, Heidi Louise Falvey, Jack James Fitzpatrick, Hannah Louise Glover, Nitika Gupta, Maximilian Abramo Tobiah Harris, Simon James Hunter Barnett, Toby James Irving, Mohammed Javad, Haley Marie Jones, Anton Kanyusny, Rebecca Kelly, Harriet Josephine Lahif, Anshua Lu, Katie Rebecca McCarran, Sharam Mesdagi, Lucia Moreno Laporta, Mark Platt, Haley Price, Liam Pollock, Kelly Eileen Ross, Samuel Shields, and Svetlana Telnova. Chancellor, in the name of the Senate and the Faculty of Health and Life Sciences, I present to you for admission to the degree of Master of Philosophy in this university, Matthew Zammit. Chancellor, in the name of the Senate and the Faculty of Health and Life Sciences, I present to you for admission to the degree of Master of Research in this university, Advanced Biological Sciences, Rose Elizabeth Agnew. Nazim Ahmed. Garima Ahuja. Tabitha Beasley. Sophia Nancy Callow. Daniel Aidan Conlon. Caitlin Ellen Connor. Lois Rebecca Rooney. Carter Ruben Jasper Ward. Biomedical Science and Translational Medicine, Ben Austin. Joseph Lee Baldwin. Isabella Mary Breithaupt. Dylan Casey. Louise Chick. Stacey Ann Collins. Jasmine Coldhurst. Connor Fawcett. Cristina de Los Angeles Gallego Arias. Catherine Glenn. Caitlin Alexandra Kerwin. Mark Lidasan. Valeria Parpala. Catherine Isabella Roberts. William George Rowley. Michael Paul Rush. Tazim Shak Samad. Louise Selby. Syed Muhammad Ashas Tahir Shah. Joshua Sidney Supri. Rachel Louise Tibbetts. Alexander Richard Walker. Yasmin Wazir. And Luke Wingrave. Chancellor, in the name of the Senate and the Faculty of Health and Life Sciences, I present to you for the admission to the degree of Master of Science in this university, Advanced Biological Sciences, Thomas Glynn Baldwin. Sarah Louise Berryman Shaw. Svaralipi Mitra. Megan Russell. Naomi Jane Wilson. Bioinformatics, Hari Krishnan Ajit. Srivashini Chinumala. Dhananjay Gangwa. Sam Vaughan Jones. Connor Max Barton King. Preeti Rani. Biotechnology, Aishwarya Dev. Roshna Sherwin Amiyan. Tulsi Vijay Kumar Chaudhary. Abhijit Chauhan. Siti Duzane. Vinil Surendra Patel. Liesel Ferita Pinto. Samrudi Sanjay Patak. Ambar Saeed. Ahmed Nusaim Satiq Rehuman. Savipriya Savarinantan. Vaishali Veda. Cancer Biology and Therapy, Zaima Ahmed. James Adam Birchford. Callum Matthew Buck. Samuel Kieran Dodd. Aisha Farak Eboki. Kira Flo Finneran. Annie Georgiou. Parvati Harikumar. Anne Inglis. Kevin Krishnananthan. Madhav Kunat Madhusudanan. Jack Lutas. Sarah Marion Elizabeth Neal. Benjamin Daniel Prosser. Parvati Sunita Kumari. Vinod Varghese. Dimitra Sanupta. Infection and Immunity, Ahmed Allah Abdelbadi Abdeljaid. Fazila Diana Ali. Alwin Anto. Hannah Hui Lam Choi. Emily Ann Clark. Mia Louise Eager. Summer Nicole Heddo. Aidan Matthew Maloney. Yiraskan Onem. Joe Powell. Sharon Priya. Rupalia India Sanyal. Lakshmi Narasimhan Srinivasan. Niranjana Sutta. Silong Zeng. And Sustainable Food Systems, Kieran Michael Simpkins. Chancellor, in the name of the Senate and the Faculty of Health and Life Sciences, I present to you for admission to the degree of Master of Biological Sciences in this university, George Basnet. And Morley Erin Williams. Chancellor, in the name of the Senate and the Faculty of Health and Life Sciences, I present to you for the admission to the degree of Bachelor of Science with honors in this university, Biological and Medical Sciences, Katie Susanna Bartholomew. Elizabeth Grace Rushforth. Deborah Unfried. Biological Sciences, Barnaby Jude Hicks. Human Physiology Intercalated, Daisy Crane. Pharmacology Intercalated, Sophie Isabel Babette Crawford. Tropical Disease Biology Intercalated, Isabella Rose Butler. Beth Lawrence. And Zoology, Georgia May Ann Lee. Chancellor, I make application to you to confer degrees on those candidates in the Faculty of Health and Life Sciences who have not been presented in person, but who have satisfied the examiners and who have indicated that they wish their degrees to be conferred in their absence. I certify that they are worthy to receive their degrees, and I stand as proxy for them.
By virtue of the authority invested in me, I admit to their degrees those presented in person today and those for whom you stand as proxy.
Today, we are graduating students in a number of the health professions. All of these graduates will be members of the healthcare teams of the future and are required to take the Declaration of Geneva, which is loosely modelled on the Hippocratic Oath. The Declaration was amended in 2017. This is the version the students will be taking today. May I now invite Nicholas Valide Lintas, a graduate of nursing, to come forward to lead colleagues in the Declaration of Geneva. Could I ask all graduates in the health professions to stand, please? Thank you. Nicholas will read out each line of the declaration line by line. Can I ask all of these graduates now to recite together each phrase of the declaration after Nicholas has read out that phrase?
As a member of the medical profession, I solemnly pledge to dedicate my life to the service of humanity. The health and well-being of my patient will be my first consideration. I will respect the autonomy and dignity of my patient. I will maintain the utmost respect for human life. I will not permit consideration of age, disease or disability, creed, ethnic origin, gender, nationality, political affiliation, race, sexual orientation, social standing, or any other factors to intervene between my duty and my patient. I will respect the secrets that are confined in me, even after the patient has died. I will practice my profession with conscience and dignity and in accordance with good medical practice. I will foster the honor and noble traditions of the medical profession. I will give to my teacher, colleagues, and students the respect and gratitude that is their due. I will share my medical knowledge for the benefit of the patient and the advancement of healthcare. I will attend to my own health, well-being and abilities in order to provide care of the highest standard. I will not use my medical knowledge to violate human rights and civil liberties, even under threat. I make these promises solemnly, freely, and upon my honor.
That completes the Declaration of Geneva. Thank you.
I would now like to invite Eden Steele, who graduated today with a Bachelor of Veterinary Science, to join us on stage to reflect on her student experience.
Chancellor, distinguished guests, friends, family and fellow students, good morning. Thank you all for being here today on this momentous occasion. It's a wonderful opportunity for us to reflect on our time at university and celebrate all that we have achieved as graduates of 2023. Firstly, I would like to give a few heartfelt thanks to each and every person who has been there for us through this journey, family, friends and loved ones who have encouraged and inspired us, providing support when needed. We couldn't have made it here without you cheering us on. I would also like to take a moment to thank those who cannot be here with us today to share in this celebration. I'm sure we're all very grateful to have such wonderful people in our lives providing strength and support. I'm very glad personally to have chosen to study at Liverpool. The city has welcomed us to its unique and vibrant community with open arms and provided us an insight into the generosity and warm-heartedness of the people of Liverpool. The city has become a home from home, a diverse place with something to offer everyone, from the rich art and music culture to sports to world firsts and world first in terms of research and industry. The time I've spent living in Liverpool has flown by. I will look back on it with genuine affinity for the city we've all called home for the last few years, and I'm sure many of you will also. As a university, the strong sense of community has helped encourage academic achievement. I found Liverpool to be the strong international connections of the university have provided many great opportunities. The University of Liverpool has cultivated a supportive and engrossing learning environment where the goal of advancing knowledge is clear and helps us all to continually strive for greatness. I would like to take this opportunity to thank all the lecturers, teaching and support staff who have made this possible. Your commitment to helping us accomplish our ambitions is greatly appreciated. The impressive number of extracurricular activities that are available here provides anyone and everyone with the opportunity to find like-minded people and find a strong sense of team spirit. I personally found many close and lifelong friends through sports within the university, and I will be forever grateful to have had the opportunity to meet them and represent the university alongside them. My personal journey to graduating today hasn't been straightforward, but I've always found the university and the vet school to be very supportive and encouraging. I'll always be grateful for the ongoing support from staff and students alike. My time studying here has taught me more than just academic knowledge. It has taught me determination and perseverance. I've achieved more than I thought possible, and I'm very grateful to have the opportunity to do that here at such a wonderful university. And now to address the graduates of 2023. Each and every one of you has executed something incredible through hard work. Today is a wonderful opportunity for us to celebrate and reflect upon everything we have achieved and contemplate where we may go into the future. Although our goals in life and our journey to this point may differ, as graduates from the University of Liverpool, we will all go forwards with this in common: creativity, inspiration, determination and the strive for greatness. Thank you again to everyone for being here today in support of the graduates. I, for one, am really looking forward to see what we can accomplish and would like to wish you all the very best of luck. Congratulations again to the University of Liverpool graduates of 2023.
Thank you for those wonderful words, Eden. By graduating today, you have closed the chapter on one phase of your life, and you've opened a page on the next. We here at the University of Liverpool can't wait to hear what is next in your story. With that, I declare this congregation for the conferment of degrees closed.
Graduates and guests, please stand.